Tell me you love books without telling me you love books. I'll go first. Hello everyone, welcome back or welcome to my channel if you're new. If you are new here, my name is Natalie. Today's video is going to be a collective book haul, as you can tell by the title. Oh wait, it's down there, isn't it? Oh, I guess it's up there if you're watching full screen. Anyway, I honestly love reading so much and I've just rediscovered my love for reading. So I've decided to mass purchase some books, and there's definitely a few more I want to get, but I haven't let myself buy any more because I already have quite a few here. But I thought I would give you guys a little haul of some of these books. So this is like a haul slash to be read books I'll be reading in the next few months or so. Also, little disclaimer, I'm not going to be giving away any spoilers because I've only read one of these books fully the whole way through, but I will be describing the plot a little bit from what I've heard about them. So if you guys like to read books without knowing anything about the books, probably wouldn't watch this video because I will be giving away a little bit. But like I've said, I haven't read all of these either, so I'm just going to give away what I know and what I've heard about them from the blurb and just from other people. If you like going into a book having absolutely no clue about the plot, probably would not watch this video, but thank you for watching up to this point. Anyways, so let's get on into it. So the first book that I have, you guys have probably heard of, Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This book has been super popular on TikTok, on YouTube. I have not read it yet, but I have purchased it and I'm planning on reading this very soon. I actually want to get The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo as well. I currently don't have that, but if you guys don't know, this and The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo and Malibu Rising, which I also have, those three books are part of like a trio. They're not exactly a series, but they're all set in the same world, so some of the characters overlap. You don't really have to read them in a specific order. There's kind of an order to the books based on the time they're set. So The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo is like the first book. This is the second book, set in the 80s, I'm pretty sure. And then Malibu Rising is set in the 90s. So you kind of can read them that way if you like, or you can just read them anyway, but I personally want to read them in that order. So this book is about a band that's super popular, and basically they split up and no one knows why. I'm the sort of person, I like to go into a book not knowing heaps. I like to know the rough plot, but I like not really knowing anything. So I'm kind of glad I don't know much about this book. However, I'm very excited to read it. But I will be reading this after I've read The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. But I've heard amazing things about this book. Everyone's obsessed with it. It seems to be a 5-star read for most people. So I would definitely check this out, as well as the other two books if you guys are looking for some books to read. And then, like I said, the third book in this trio is Malibu Rising, also by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Again, I've heard amazing things about this book. Oh, it's actually set in 1983. Okay, so maybe I got the timing wrong. So basically this is just about a family, and there's like 4 siblings. Yeah, it's about the famous Reva siblings. So there's Nina, Jay, Hud, and Kit. Again, I don't really know a lot about this book apart from the things I've heard. I like going into the books not really knowing anything about them. I think it's more exciting. So these are the 2 books by Taylor Jenkins Reid. The next book I have is actually the book I'm currently reading, and it is You and Me on Vacation by Emily Henry. I'm almost finished this book, as you guys can see. I'm about 2/3 of the way into it. But basically this story is about 2 best friends. They meet and then they decide every year to go on an annual summer trip. The cover says 2 best friends, 10 summer trips, their last chance to fall in love. So I feel like you sort of know what's going to happen. I've really been enjoying this one. It's a really cute romance, and honestly I have cried reading this already. There's just some specific lines in this book that Emily Henry really knows what to write to make you feel a certain way. If you guys enjoy books about vacation, summer, romance, definitely would recommend this one. I feel like it's a really nice, like, easy read, and I mean I haven't finished it yet, so I don't know if something goes wrong, but It's a really cute one. I love it, and I definitely would recommend this one. And definitely a really good book to read over the summertime. The next one I have is Life's Too Short by Abby Jimenez. Pretty sure that's how you say her name. Basically, all I've heard about this book is it's about an influencer. I'm pretty sure she's a YouTuber. Yeah, she's a YouTuber. She's a travel YouTuber. And, you know, so her life involves traveling around and filming her life. Can relate. Anyway, basically, so one day her stepsister, I think, her half-sister leaves Vanessa, the vlogger, in custody of her baby daughter. So, you know, her life suddenly changes from going around and traveling, blah, 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 you know, living this really active, out there, on-the-go lifestyle, and then she has to look after this baby. So, you know, all of a sudden her life is flipped upside down, and also there's a guy involved, so it's like a romance, and I don't know, I haven't heard that much about it apart from this, and I think this cover is also really cute, and I'm really excited to read this one, so definitely would check this one out if you guys are into that sort of thing. This one still has the tag on it. It was $19.99 if you guys want. There we go. Put that on my leg. The next book I have is actually one that I literally just bought, and this is We Were Liars. I've heard so many amazing things about this. I think I'm pretty late to jump on this train. This was quite popular. A few years ago, my friends read this, probably like 2 or 3 years ago. Everyone was saying, read it, read it. I wasn't super into books then, so I never got around to reading it. But here we are, We Were Liars. I'm gonna read it. I'm just gonna read the blurb because I don't really know how to explain it apart from this. So, a beautiful and distinguished family, a private island, a brilliant damaged girl, a passionate political boy, a group of 4 friends, the Liars, whose friendship turns destructive, a revolution, an accident, a secret, lies upon lies, true love, the truth. I feel like that blurb doesn't give away heaps about what it's about. I think that's a perfect way to write a blurb because it draws you in, because it's like, oh my gosh, what could this be about? Anyway, I've heard the ending is quite shocking. I don't really know much else about it, but I'm excited to read this, and I think this is definitely one of the ones out of all these books that I want to read soon. I will update you guys on my thoughts, but definitely would recommend getting this one. I've heard amazing things about it. The next one I have actually already read, but I'm still gonna put it in this haul, and this is a Colleen Hoover book. If you guys are into books, you probably would have already heard of Colleen Hoover, but she's a very popular author. She's been so popular recently on YouTube, TikTok, and she's just got a lot of amazing books, and I want to read so many more of them, but this is the first one I read, and honestly I would say this is a 5-star read for me. I would recommend this book to anyone. This does involve some touchy topics such as domestic violence, so if that's something that's triggering for you guys, I would just be prepared. But this is It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. I think this is a book that you just need to go into it not really knowing much about it. So it's about this girl called Lily. She lives in Boston and she's starting up her own business, and she meets this guy called Ryle, and you know, they hit it off. And then there's also this guy from her past called Atlas, and it's just like kind of a love triangle situation, and I don't know, just a lot happens, and I feel like this book is definitely one that you guys need to read. It is a 5-star read from me. I love Colleen Hoover, and I want to read so many more of her books after reading this one. So I have a long list of Colleen Hoover books I want to purchase. The next one I actually hadn't heard of this anywhere, but I saw it on Dimmix online when I purchased some books, and I was like, that looks interesting, sounds interesting, I'm gonna purchase it. So this is called The Summer Job by Lizzie Dent. I'm just gonna read part of the blurb. Have you ever imagined running away from your life? Well, Birdie Finch didn't just imagine it, she did it. And the life she's run into? Her best friend Heather's. I feel like this just sounds like it's gonna be really interesting. And again, I feel like it would be a nice book to read over the summer because it's called The Summer Job, but I don't know, it sounds like a really interesting book. As much as I love reading books that everyone's recommended, I also love reading books that I've never really heard of because I have absolutely no idea what this is about. I'm not saying I'm the one person that's discovered this book. I'm sure maybe it's popular, I don't know, but I haven't heard anything about it. I haven't seen anyone recommend it yet. So I'm excited to read this one. Again, I'm going to do a lot of reading over the summer. Every beach trip I'm bringing a book and I'm reading, and I think this would be the perfect book to read at the beach. And then the last book that I have here, I've also started, but I'm not very far into it, as you guys can see. And this is Second First Impressions by Sally Thorne. Sally Thorne also wrote The Hating Game, which is another popular 5-star read. They're actually releasing a movie for The Hating Game, which I'm very excited about. Anyways, so this book is just a really heartwarming, cute, I mean, I haven't finished it, but I've heard that it's a very cute, like, easy romance read. This is about a girl called Ruthie, and she works in a retirement village. You know, she stays in her comfort zone. She just enjoys spending her time with these old people and just kind of lives a pretty, like, basic, comfortable life. And then she meets this guy called Teddy. You know, they don't have the best first impressions. She doesn't really like this guy. But then they end up meeting again because he ends up working at the retirement village that Ruthie works at. And basically that is the part I'm up to. So I definitely would recommend you guys checking this one out. I think it's just a really cute little, like, slow burning romance. I love that. We love. So those are all the books that I got. I really hope you guys did enjoy this haul. As you can tell, I have quite a lot of reading to do over the summer. I think reading is such a beautiful thing. I love being able to escape into another world. I don't know, it's just fun kind of living another life through a book, if that makes sense. I don't know, I love it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up to let me know. Let me know in the comments down below if there are any books that you guys love that you would recommend me reading. I'm always scouting out new books, even though I have so many to read. Don't you guys worry, I'm constantly scouting out new books. I love reading, and I love reading books that other people recommend as well. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already by clicking the big red subscribe button down below. Also turn on those post notifications to get notified every time I upload a new video, which is every single Sunday. And with all that being said, I'll see you guys next Sunday for another video. God bless. Bye.